Sup? Ooh, I hear myself. Or sup, Borgar gang? That's what I'm gonna call my fan base from now on. My fan base of 3 people, including myself. But today or this morning, it's 2 a.m. right now for me, and I hear myself. This is weird. Let me turn that off. Um, but today I was not able to sleep, and I had to send my little sister to school tomorrow in like oh, 5 hours. So that's gonna be fun. And I can't sleep anyway, so might as well stream, right? I got my monster with I got my monster with me. Okay, I'm gonna open it. Watch, listen to this. Ooh, ASMR. But I actually have a lot of stuff I want to talk about. Okay, audio sounds fine. I listen on my phone. A decent amount of stuff I want to talk about because I just been laying in my bed and thinking. So I have a lot of stuff I want to talk about. And I write a lot of stuff on note cards anyway. So I don't forget because my brain forget. I have no space. Nothing lives in my brain rent free, unfortunately. But besides why do they call it an oven when you oven the cold food and of out hot eat the food? Something like that. I think that's right. I haven't actually thought of that until except for like the last time I said that on stream, which was like a week and a half ago. But yeah, might as well change my sleep schedule now that I don't have work. Might as well, like, I don't want the third shift sleep schedule because like it'll make it a little hard to stream because everyone's sleeping in my house. But not that I'm like too loud or anything. My room is pretty soundproof, or not. It's decently soundproof at the very least. So like, unless you're standing right outside my door, nothing should be heard. Um, but I was, yeah, as I said, my brain is just on overdrive. So I'm just, brain. It doesn't mean I'm gonna be able to words correctly. I'm gonna be able to structure sentences, but it does mean that I can ramble and ramble and ramble. I was rambling in my own head, and I was like, might as well stream it then. But what do I want to talk about? I don't know the order of which I want to talk about, and I should start with like the most important one first. But why do I keep saying but? I need to stop doing that. I say but so that gives me like a couple more seconds to think. Oh yeah. So starting today, right? Actually, for the next like week and a half or so, I might stream slightly less. So my goal was actually to stream 3 times a week, but I'm already hitting that like really easy. So or my goal was to start streaming 3 times a week after I quit my job, which was last week. So and I'm already hitting that. So I'm hitting that now. I think I'm streaming like 4 or 5 times, maybe even 6 times a week. I have to check, but I probably won't do that. um. So yeah, I'll probably stream like three-ish. Go back to the original 3 instead of stream more, just for this week and a half or so. Because there's something I have to focus on, and I just want to work on some skills and really improve. So that's what I'm gonna do. And there's also some like video ideas I want to like shove out, because I don't might as well get it while the ideas are still fresh in my head. Or I say ideas plural, but it's like idea. But hopefully this monster really gets the brain going, even though my brain was already a maximum overdrive. But hopefully it goes even more and just destroy my brain. Oh yeah, so you know how I'm playing Cold Vein, right? And I'm having really like playing Cold Vein really just doesn't motivate me because now that I'm playing it on stream, I realize just how much cutscene and loading screens there are, and it just does not make for like good content. Like I'm just unable to be even remotely like entertaining, and yeah, that's kind of my own fault, but like I just feel like the game also just like hinders my ability to speak. So that is, I feel it just doesn't. I just need to get a different game. So yesterday I was thinking of games that I want to play after I finish Code Vein, and like the original plan was to play like Sekiro or like Near Replicant or and then Near Automata, somewhere in that kind of order, but and then also play Doki Doki somewhere there too, but now I was looking at my Steam library, and then in the library it was like it recommends you like games that you should play, like games that are in your library that you should play or play next. And then I saw Tales of Arise, and I was like, Tales of Arise? Why is it recommending me that game? I don't even have that game. And then I looked into my library again. I was like, wait a minute, I do have that game. I was like, what? When did I buy this? I was like trying to remember, like using all my brain cells to remember, like when did I spend money on games? And then I remember, I think it was like Lunar New Year, when like the Lunar New Year sale. I think that was when I bought it. So like about a month ago. I was like, nah, I already forgot that I had this. I didn't even install it. Like, damn. So maybe I'll play Tales of Arise, or Tales of Arise next, because it's a game I haven't played, and I played Sekiro already. I beat it. I played Near PS3 and I beat that, and Replicant's pretty much the same thing. And I played Automata twice and beat it, or I beat it twice. So I want to play a game that is new to me too, so that maybe I can be more, just get okay quality content on streams at least, or be able to like experience something new and like show that on screen. But that's what I'm thinking about. That definitely won't happen until after I finish Code Vein though. And I don't know why this idea didn't hit me like before, but I said like I was gonna finish one playthrough of Code Vein, which is like one ending. I think there's 3 endings. I said I was gonna get one ending on stream and then just play offline by myself and just farm and grind to get those other endings and get the grind for all the items in the levels basically. And then after that I would stream doing the trials and the DLC bosses on stream. But I realized I have a character that is already max level and has everything unlocked, and I could just play that character on stream and do the trials and the DLC bosses. I was like, why did I not think of this before? But yeah, that's more than likely what I'm gonna do now. So once I finish getting that first ending, which I think I should be getting good ending, as far as I know, I think I should be getting the good ending. So that'll be nice. And that's my idea for Code Vein, or what games I want to play actually. And yesterday I made poor financial decisions again. I bought Hades, which might not be a bad financial decision because I heard it's a good game. I see it has plenty of positive reviews. Can I speak? No, I can't. So I was thinking of playing that this weekend, but now that I have ideas and things to work on, I probably won't do that until like maybe next week. Or maybe if I just have extra time, or I just finished everything that I want to do really fast, then maybe I'll start playing Hades sooner. Like I don't really have experience with roguelites or roguelikes. I don't know what the term is. I've seen roguelites and roguelikes. I don't know if there's a difference, but the only one that I have played that I know is a roguelike is Gunpowder Reborn, and that one's fun. I haven't played it. I'm like level 90 in Gunfire, I think, but I don't have that much hours in it. Mainly because the game's really only fun when you play with people, and like Johnny and his buddy H already are like really high level and are bored of the game, so they don't play it as much. So I just don't play it. But that's I think that was what I wanted to say. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. I still have other stuff. Um, I reinstalled or I re-downloaded 7 Days to Die because I was thinking maybe I'll just stream 7 Days of the Die. 7 Days to Die. I'm speaking too fast. I am speaking too fast. Speak slower and deeper and clearer. Okay, Borgar Fox. Oh, Borgar Fox. Borgar D Fox. Borgar D's nuts. Got him. I got myself actually. Okay, that was kind of cringe. I'm talking to myself. Ooh, Monster tastes so good. I'm not addicted. I bought the 4-can box just to have for myself. But like, I rarely drink Monster anyway. Like usually, like less than 5 a year anyway. Maybe even like 1 or 2 usually, a year. It just depends. But I reinstalled 7 Days to Die yesterday when I also got Hades, and I wanted to maybe stream 7 Days on stream, or yes, just stream it and see how that goes. Because when I first got it and I first played it, and I was playing with like Andre and them, we played for a bit, and then eventually they stopped playing. So then, but I still wanted to play because it was just so addicting. Because I like just going to houses and exploring and doing all the little puzzles and like getting snuck up on and all that. I love that shit. So I was kind of like hooked on it for a little while. But I also did like lower all the settings so that everything was easier. So like it's not like the 7th day, it's like the 14th day or something like that. So I have more time to like set up and everything. Because I kind of don't really like the swarm coming and attack you. Like it makes more sense when you're playing with people, but like if I'm solo, I don't want to deal with that. I just want to go around the map and loot. But because I'm a loot goblin, I think that speaks for itself. I'm a Loba main. I said this on the Apex stream earlier. Actually, I'm a loot goblin. That's kind of why I play. That's probably why I like playing Loba. Like, you can't win Apex if you don't have good loot. But speaking of Apex, the Apex stream earlier, that one dude, like I'm surprised I'm starting to get like live viewers, especially like I know the Apex hype hasn't died, it never died really, but like people are watching Apex streams on YouTube. I thought that really only happens with like bigger names or like Twitch streamers, but because I know like on the Twitch viewers usually like just browse like smaller channels. There's like a good portion of people that just browse smaller channels, and it's just easy to find. But I'm surprised I'm getting some viewers, or at least a couple viewers, live viewers on any stream really. That was fun. I really like chatting with chat because it just makes things a lot more fun and interesting because I don't have to like talk to myself as I'm doing right now. I have something to interact with, someone to talk to, answer questions, give my opinion. Not that I have good opinions, but you know, just be able to talk with someone. Because this goes into another topic, but I want to talk about Apex more. Yeah, I just really like talking to people, and like I don't have anyone to play with, and like I don't want to play with viewers, so that's something that I just don't want to play with viewers because it's just weird, and I don't know you, I don't know what you're gonna say, and it's just better to not play with viewers overall. I mean, objectively, it's just not that's not good to play with viewers unless like you know your fan base and you know you can trust them, but you just never know. And going back to what I wanted to say, or the next topic was like introverts and extroverts. Like how I think the segue was that talking with or interacting with people. That's what I was talking about. But like I always thought like growing up that I was an introvert because like as I said before, I was basically mute like most of my childhood or most of my youth. Like, even until I graduated high school, I was pretty much mute. Even though I had at that point I had people to talk to, and I did talk with them. But generally, I was if I didn't have them, I would just be mute, basically. But um, before that, like middle school and everything before that, I was pretty much mute, a mute person. I didn't talk pretty much at all. I said this before, but like I could go like over 10 days without saying a single word to anyone ever, like a single word out of my mouth. Like the most that will come out is a cough, and that's not a word. but but yeah. So people would always say like, "Oh, you must be Borgar Fox. You must be an introvert." And I would just assume like, "Oh, I guess I'm an introvert." But like after growing up, like going to like some hangouts, some parties, just hanging with friends and stuff like that. Like whenever I'm with the boys and stuff like that, and like even when like we're not doing anything, we just like have music in the background. We're like all on our phones, just sitting down. I'm like, wow, this is fun. Like I like people. I love company. Like this is great. But like I can do this all day and then like go home and still not be tired. And I get like sometimes, like maybe sometimes, like I'll be hanging out with the boys, we don't do anything. I go home and then I'm just so tired. But that's like pretty rare. So like I'd say I do get energy from like company, but that could just be because I just never got many chances to like hang out with people. So like it's just a new experience. So I just like automatically enjoy the company of others. So because I never interacted with people. But at the very least, I kind of just hate the idea of like people categorizing themselves as like one or the other, because it's like for the most part you're more than likely, and if you're having this conversation with me, you're more than likely in the middle like me anyway. So like, oh, I'm an introvert, so I won't do this, or I won't talk to you, or this is my reason for not talking to you. I'm like, that's just an excuse, bro. I know how you are. But that's just how I see it. I just don't like it. You being an introvert or an extrovert shouldn't define what you do. It makes sense, but it shouldn't be like your go-to excuse. Or it can define you, but just don't use it as an excuse. That's what I want to say. That's the best way I can word it. But and 18 minutes in, I feel like I haven't even talked at all. I also got a water bottle with me because I don't want to like just drink Monster. I'm getting old, man. Drinking water at all, gross. I used to not really drink water back in the day when I was younger, because that was all we had. We didn't have juice, we didn't have soda, we didn't have shit. All we had was water and milk, and that was it. But now that I'm a big boy and I can buy my own shit, well, I can't really because I don't spend money and I don't want to spend money, but I can if I want to. So yeah. But you know, I'm old when I don't drink sweet stuff by itself and I drink water with it. And I found out that like, yeah, you don't even need to drink like 8 glasses of water. It makes sense because I never did that anyway. But you get you get a lot of your water from the food you eat, so it makes sense anyway. I said I had to send my sister to school soon, or not soon, it's like 4 hours, and I said in my notes to like, because I was planning to do the stream in the morning after I sent my sister to school, so I was gonna be like, yawn like really high pitch, be like, ooh, cute yawn, like, ooh, taskaru to myself. Which I'm surprised. Sometimes in my recording, I listen back to myself and I like do some like actual taskaru worthy like sounds. I'm like, damn, taskaru myself. Damn, sexy noises, or not sexy, cute noises. Like, I didn't know I could make that sound, but Yeah. And then after that yawn, I was gonna be like, yeah, yeah. I talk morning voice. I got morning voice. More deep. My voice is deeper than it actually is. But that was what I was gonna do. But now that I'm streaming now, I can't really do it, or it doesn't work out the way that I wanted it to. Another thing about streaming is watched a certain VTuber clip talking about dead air, and if you're watching this and you will see a clip, you might even see the clip that I'm talking about. But they were talking about dead air during streams, which is like the quiet moments or like the awkward silence moments, and I feel like I do have it, and it's like it worries me during streams, but then when I rewatch my streams, I'm like, no, this is not a good amount of talking. Like when I'm quiet, I feel like those are the times that I should be quiet. Like especially in Apex, like specifically Apex actually are good examples of like the dead air, as in like when I should be talking and reacting is when I do, and when I'm not talking is when I shouldn't be talking anyway. So I feel like as long as I'm performing semi decently in Apex, I feel like my Apex streams are my best streams so far, at least in terms of like persona and quality. Because my Cold Vein streams definitely aren't, but I feel like my tea times are decent, okay too, because I always feel like I'm talking annoyingly, and then when I rewatch it, my voice sounds okay, and I'm not as dead sounding as I think I do. I think I sound. And I need to drink more monster because I feel like my energy's dying. It's 2:57 a.m. right now, and I actually usually fall asleep around like 4:30ish a.m. And I definitely can't do that if I'm gonna be sending my younger sister to school anyway. And I usually only send her on Fridays because my dad usually sends her and picks her up. But the only day where I send her is Fridays because that was the day I chose because I was working Monday and Tuesday, right? So Fridays were just the best days. So yeah, dead air. I think I'm good with that. I just need to focus, like Apex. Yeah, dead air. I just need the times where I should be focusing and not talking. I'm doing that, and yeah. I think I'm okay with dead air. The amount of dead air I have is decent, at least for talking streams and Apex streams. Phasmo streams, I'm not too sure. I'm probably it's Phasmo. You should be able to talk the whole time, so I'm probably okay with that. I just the solo games. I just need to be able to play the solo games, like the single player games, and talk. That's probably what I have to work on. But at the very least, or the most important thing I need to work on is being like witty and funny on stream, or at least semi-entertaining. Because I feel like maybe I could hold, like if people, if 5 to 10 people just randomly found my channel right now, and just like stayed for a short while, I feel like I could entertain them for a short while, or at least entertain them and hold them for a little while or at least be mildly entertaining for them in some way. If they are open-minded and have a lot of free time. And that's putting it nicely. But I think I could do it, but I can't say for sure because I'm not experienced enough to say. Like, going back to the Apex stream, I'm just gonna keep talking about it because this is what I think about when I'm not streaming. When I'm not streaming or editing or like doing Japanese or like vocal exercises, that's what I'm thinking about. In the moment, like, oh yeah, so when that dude was commenting, he was like, "Oh, pro, are you a pro?" Or he asked pro ? And I was like, "Oh no, I'm not good. I don't recommend watching me if you want to see good gameplay." That was pretty much what I said. And then they still stayed and watched me play for that game. And then I landed. I knocked 2 people, even though I was mostly like just helping my teammates. So I kind of like just came in and took the kills, or took the knocks. But I did that, and then I don't know if that person was saying sheesh to me or sheesh to my teammates for knocking that third person, but they said sheesh afterwards, and I was like, you just people actually say sheesh? Like people sheesh unironically on the interwebs when it isn't like my joke, like my fan base joke. 'Cause I don't you didn't hear me say sheesh. But I was surprised. I was like sheesh. I sheesh as well. Yeah, seeing someone sheesh makes me sheesh. But that was fun. I still, as I said, I enjoy the interaction, even as long as it's not negative, because I don't know how I'd really react to negative viewers. Like I feel like I just like tense up maybe, or just like ignore it. But what else? Yeah, I forgot about Tales of Arise. I'm gonna do the DLC on Trials on Code Vein with the main character. Sheesh on Apex. I'm reading my note cards, by the way. Clear my throat and do the morning voice. Morning. Okay, that's not my morning voice. That's a smoker voice. How are you? That's Squidward voice now. I talked about dead air. I talked about introverted and extroverted. I talked about how I don't like playing Code Vein because I'm very boring, and it's partly the game's fault, but mostly my fault. And saying that it's the game's fault is mostly an excuse to not put the blame all on me. I said that my brain is on overdrive. I think it's in the description as well. That my brain is on overdrive. Maximum. It's time to shift to maximum overdrive. I don't know how Plankton sounds. Actually, I haven't watched SpongeBob in a long time. Wumbo. Oh, I cannot voice act at all right now. Or not that I really practice at all, but I mean, I can kind of do a Mickey Mouse. I can kind of do a Goofy. I think my Goofy might be my best one, but that one was kind of bad right there. So we won't count that. Yeah, I said I want to change my sleep schedule. Sleep schedule. I said I don't want to have the night shift schedule, but it kind of works because I'd have the same schedule as Andre, so I could play more games with him if he wanted to play. But he doesn't really play with me even when I did have the sleep schedule of a third chapter. He didn't really play with me much more anyway, so not really much point in doing that. Where's my other stuff that I wrote? Okay, yeah, I found it. I just skipped the note card even though I only have like 3 of them. I still hate doing audio. Like, I hate testing audio. I always, like, as you saw at the beginning of the stream, I listen to my own audio at the beginning of the streams to make sure like I'm not hearing double, or like my mic audio is not playing double. Which happened like the first time I streamed, or no, the second time I streamed, or actually the first time I streamed Apex with the Gold XLR is when I had that double audio, and I was like, what the heck? Why? Like, everything should be routed white. Yeah. Wait, ooh, but wait, but I can't say my R's. My R's are W's. But it was, everything should have been lined up and routed right. What? Oh my god. Please. But everything should have been wired or lined up right or correctly. I should have just used the word correctly. And then I'm not even sitting. I'm like, I lean to one side and lean my elbow on my armrest, my left armrest, so that I can talk into my mic, because my mic is on my left side, and it's not in front of my mouth. I need a better mic arm, as I said before, one that is just better and can move around more freely, because this one does not move around freely. So yeah, I hate audio. I always test my audio. I always have so much audio trouble, and I have a couple of recordings where I just test my audio and I just kept them because they're kind of funny. Actually, maybe I kind of maybe I played it last. I may have played one of them last time, or during my last tea time, but I think I played this one. Yo, OBS open. How do I sound? I sound good listening to the GoXLR, but it probably doesn't sound like that on stream. Ooh, that should be going. I hit -5 actually. That's pretty good. Wow. What? 戻らない、戻らない幸せが。Test. Ghost. I'm gonna freak it. Wow. Oh, I gotta redo those. Yes. But yeah, let me turn my BGM back on. It was playing 2 BGMs, or like the recording has BGM in it, so I turned off the BGM on OBS. So you don't hear double of it. But pretty much that's how I test my audio. I just start talking random shit. And actually, you heard me sing a little bit of Lemon by Kenshi Yonezu. I think that's how you pronounce it. I read it how I think it sounds. Or I said it how I think it sounds. But yeah, that's not my best take, but that's pretty much that's how I try to sound, at least. That's how I want to sound. At least at the beginning, you heard that deep and sexy voice. And that's how I want to sound. But unfortunately, I cannot sound like that on stream at all times. And I don't like hearing myself. I say that I can, when I'm not streaming, I can listen to myself through the GoXLR and hear my own voice just fine, and it's not too much of a problem. But once I start streaming and I start actually talking more, I just get annoyed by listening to myself. So I don't do that. What else do I have anything else? I do have other sound recordings, but those are other stuff. Poggers. That's pretty pog. But yeah, let me go back to my note card. Oh yeah, remember my test stream? Going back about audio, my test stream back at my first stream on this channel, which was actually not too long ago. Yeah, it shouldn't have been that long ago. I don't remember when I first did my test stream, but I was distorting. My audio was so bad. Like my mic was so loud, and I distorted and clipped like a good number of times. And cause I kept my decibels on my mic pretty high. I didn't know OBS filters were a thing. All I had was voice meter and a Yeti, and that's it. And I use everything at its most basic levels. So that's why I sounded like garbage, and I probably don't sound that much better unless like I start talking more clear and deeper and sexier. but I have to stop saying but and so I stopped doing hopefully my audio is better. I always check it now, and it's probably still not the best thing, but it's the best I can get it with what I've done. So, or yeah, it's just the best I can get it right now. Because I don't know how to make it. I don't know how to like tweak it slightly so that it's a little bit more optimized, but it should be good enough. I feel like as long as I'm talking directly into the mic, like I am right now. I wasn't before. I was like right next to it, but I wasn't talking directly into it. Now I am talking directly into it. It should sound okay, good all the time as long as I'm speaking directly into it. I'm just repeating what I said because it's 3 in the morning. But yeah, I distorted so hard. I even lowered the volume in that test stream on YouTube editor. And that took like so many hours, 8 hours or something, maybe even more than that. Because YouTube editor loads so slow or renders so slow. And I don't even know if it actually really did lower it. I don't know if that's an actual feature, but I think it did. I just like went to the top and then like lowered it. I don't know if that's just the volume of the play or the preview, or if it's like actually lowers it for the actual video when you like repost it. But I think it lowered it, so the peaking or the distortion isn't like blasting your ears. But I wouldn't recommend going and watch those old streams anyway, because they're bad. I was still learning how to stream, and I'm still not good, but it's a work in progress. That's why I'm streaming. That's why I quit my job. That's why I'm streaming more often, so I can be good at this. But yeah. Hopefully I can stay up until around at least 10 a.m. Because it'll help me shift my sleep schedule at the very least. Because I don't want to consistently sleep at 10 a.m. But if I sleep at 10 a.m., then maybe the next day I can sleep at 11 a.m. And the next day I can sleep at 12 p.m. And then so on and so on until I get a better sleep schedule. I like sleeping at around like 9 or like 8 or 9 p.m. and then waking up pretty early. But that sleep schedule usually doesn't last so long. Maybe I can get it for like 2 or 3 weeks, but then after that it's just gone. But that's probably the best sleep schedule I ever get. But that's what I prefer. I used to think I was a night owl until I worked third shift. Man, fuck third shift, man, fuck. Like, staying up at home at night is fine, but then when you're working, it sucks. It's so garbage, bro. Like, I just feel so not alive when I go to break and I see that it's dark as fuck outside. Like, man, I'm up at nighttime when everyone else is sleeping. This sucks. This sucks. Yeah, those old streams are just not good quality. Not able to talk. I'm able to speak my mind a little bit more, even without the monster and like being nighttime. But it's still a work in progress. I'm still not witty and entertaining as much as I want to be, but I feel like that's just something you gotta work on. And those kind of things really come out the most when you're playing something new, or like you're excited yourself. Because I haven't really done anything too exciting on stream, or played anything on stream, or like really interacted on stream with other people. Like, I did those Phasmo streams. Like, actually, the only time I played with people on stream was with Phasmo, and like I have too many hours on Phasmo, so there's a limit to how fun you can have on that. When you have as much hours as I do, and if you're not like crazy. Which my sanity is still in the positive. So I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Or, no, you're crazy. You're not the one at 3 a.m. streaming and talking to themselves with a Borgar Fox character. Clearly I'm the sane one. Okay, that's kind of funny actually. I'm funny. I can be funny if I want to. Again, I didn't plan to have a female Borgar Fox as my character. I wanted a character, and I wanted to draw it myself. And this just so happened to it just turned out this way. It was just very convenient that it turned out this way. The stars aligned to turn me into the Borgar Fox. I am sweating. It is hot as fuck in my room. My whole back is like that really damp, hot sweat. Like, am I working out? Holy shit. Am I gonna lose those 5 pounds I said I was gonna lose when I quit my job? But yeah, I actually haven't sent I don't think I sent my sister to school like all year so far. That's kind of crazy. Well, actually, it kind of makes sense because I said before that my car is broken, but it's been fixed all week, and I think it's been functioning correctly all week. So, which is why I'm sending her this week, because Friday is my day, and it's still working. It's not in the shop, so, and it was working all week for my dad. So more than likely, it's gonna be working for me tomorrow too, or in a couple hours. Why am I saying tomorrow? I should probably not be driving on the road. Especially, I hate driving and sending people. I hate sending her to school because I hate the roads. It's so busy. Everyone's going to work. Everyone's sending their kids. No, everyone's in a rush. No one. I hate it. But yeah, audio problems. I want to get to a point where I don't have to check my audio every time when I start a stream, but that's probably never gonna happen. Especially if I have no live viewers. Just tell me how it sounds. But that was why am I saying but? Yeah, I said I'm probably gonna stream a little less. Oh wait, no, I still have other stuff to talk about. Hell yeah. I don't even want to end the stream, but I probably will have to because I'm running out of shit to talk about unless like I start talking about rambling. Which I am kind of rambling, but then I'm still kind of on topic. Or at least the topics I wanted to get through. I still don't know how to optimize using GoXLR on stream. Like, Wombo. Like I forget to use. I forget to use it at all. Like on stream, like a lot. Like let's try this. Hello, test. Let me sit back. Let me not talk directly into the mic when I use this, because I don't know how loud it is. It should not be that much louder, but hopefully. Yeah, auto-tune. I don't know if that's the best auto-tune that I can get it to, but I tinkered with it a little bit, and that one sounded okay, at least. I don't know if there's a better way or a better like optimized setting, but that was what I did, so yeah, that's what it is. What else? Oh yeah, just speaking of GoXLR, there's just not many times to use it other than like I always forget to turn it on when I either forget to turn it on or off when I turn my computer off or on. But here's a sound. Why? Bro, I love that orca. I don't even watch her streams that much or at all, but her clips are just the best. The best. If you've seen a couple of my clips or my highlights or whatever, you will know that I use that clip a lot. And by a lot, I mean like 3 times. Which is a lot compared to all the other ones I use. I don't know, I like her I know it's not her real voice, but I like voices that are like kinda high pitch and kinda have like that like when they talk and it sounds like all their words are like question marks. Like, hi. Oh. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Hi. I can't use girl. I can't speak real. What? I just like an example from what I like, or example of a female VTuber whose speaking voice I like very much is Iris, the V singer from Hololive EN. I like the way she speaks because it sounds like just her tone, and like to me it just sounds like the end of her words just like goes up a little, like the pitch goes up a little, so that it sounds like she's like airheaded or something. Which maybe she is. I don't know. I don't watch her enough, but that's the kind of tone that I really enjoy listening to. And I think that Orca also, her high pitched voice is just so cute. It's just amazing. I love it. Oh, so cute. I love it. But uh, oh yeah. So I put in a Devour animation that I posted like the other day, maybe. I think it was the other day. Well, I posted it, and it only has 5 views, and I think 3 of those are me, because I was making sure it looked good on YouTube. But, it's really scuffed. It's, like, not even as funny as I want it to be, but, like, the clip that I used in it, like, the middle area, the meat and potatoes, the actual content of that the animation, which I didn't even plan to use at first. I thought I was initially gonna make like a whole like random skit just based with like made up lines, like the stuff at the beginning and the end, but then like like using the whole animation just with that instead of like using a old clip that we played in. But eventually it just turned out that I used the clip where I played with Andre and Johnny. And that was actually the first time I ever played Devour. It was a little after my birthday, which was like in September. I think that recording is from October. I think we played in October. Because the reason why I had Devour was because Johnny bought me Devour as a birthday present. So we played it in October. That was the first time we played it. Or the first time I played it. It may have been the first time Andre played it. I think he did watch gameplay of it, so he knows. Actually, I watched some gameplay of it too, but Johnny played it enough to know how to be good at the game, at least. So that was Andre was so scared the whole time. I was having a blast, dude. I was having so much fun. That was like, I haven't had that much fun in a really long time. Like, I enjoyed the jump scares. It was just so much fun. And then the next time we played it was not as much fun, but still, it was a lot of fun the first time we played it. Probably because the second time we played it was just me and Johnny. So, and Johnny wasn't really into it. He only really played it because I asked him to play with me. And yeah, that first time that we played, that was also the first time Johnny played on that spider map, or the inn. So that was a new experience for all of us. And Andre's really scared of like spiders and like spider mobs, spider monsters. Any game that has a spider monster, he doesn't like it. So like a spider boss, any of those, he doesn't like it. I'm like, but it doesn't. It's just a jump scare. It doesn't really matter. It's just gonna be a scary thing no matter what. So even if it's not a spider, it's still gonna be spooky. But I'm not as energetic as I was at the beginning of the stream. Stream. Holy Borgar. Can I speak? But there is a new map for Devour coming out soon, I think. Let me actually open up Steam. I'm excited for that because it's gonna be a male monster, I believe. I think it's that old guy. Where are you? Okay, just community. Is it a community or is it a new community content? Either way, I'm excited for that new map coming out. Johnny should be willing to play it, so maybe, actually, we'll probably just end up recording it instead of streaming it. It just depends on what Johnny wants to do, but at the very least, I'll get content for it and I'll upload it to this channel, and that'll be fun. Hopefully it'll be like the experience I had when the first time I played Devour. Oh yeah, sneak peek of upcoming map, the town. Sam McCall, I think that's the old man. Yeah, I'm excited to see a male demon or a male being possessed by Azazel. Azazel. Holy, can't speak. Let me swallow my saliva so I don't end up spitting everything. By the end of March. Oh. Okay. So not too far away. I'm gonna play that. So I think they're adding new features as well. Implementing new mechanics, objectives, and story. Okay. Yeah. So I want to play it more. It's just I don't want to play it alone. But yeah, what I wanted to talk about when I brought up Devour is like when I was doing the animation, I had to boot up at Devour to get some audio so that I can put into my animation, right? And I went in Spider Map, and then I recorded it, and then I realized I had jump scare sounds disabled, so I had to go back in, restart another one, put an egg in, or start them, get her to act up and puke an egg, put an egg on a shrine, get her to hunt, and then get her to grab me. But I realized it may not actually be too difficult to stream on my own. It was just me being scared and a coward and screaming and dying. But like I could probably get like 5 or 6 eggs on before she kills me. Like I more than likely won't be able to win, but maybe it wouldn't be like terrible content to do it on my own. Cause like I just wanna really impress myself and give myself the confidence to know that I can be entertaining. But yeah, that's what is it? Soul Worker? Oh yeah, I used to play Soul Worker a long time ago. Like I played it before it even came on Steam. Like I think you had to like download some patches and stuff like that and like third-party shit just to play it, or just to download the Japanese version or the Korean version or whatever, and then you'd have to like download another patch just to play it in English, and it was like not even good English. And then there was like a whole system that you like bought and traded. It's kind of like the free market in Maple Story, or the old free market at least. Actually, it's like the new free market now. The Maple Story. Now I have no idea how that works. I don't know how you get good loot, and like most of it, all the ways to get loot are like you just fight monsters, and like you don't just like farm the stages either. So I don't know how there's even like a free market anyway, because it's not like there's a huge world like Maple Story where like you can fight and farm different monsters, and like you're not forced to fight in missions. But yeah, I saw there was a DLC for Risk of Rain 2. I'm not gonna buy it, or I don't have plans to buy it at the very least. I saw Johnny and maybe he was playing with H. They were playing it earlier, or I guess yesterday, but earlier today for me at least, because I didn't sleep yet. And I think they're playing it for a couple hours. But like, they have like mods on, and I don't want to go and download mods again, because that's all a whole bunch of trouble, and I don't really like playing with mods anyway. But yeah, I probably won't buy the DLC for that. I'll probably just maybe once like the DLC people like die down, and maybe I'll do a Risk of Rain stream, and maybe just do a solo. It's not that fun to me really, unless I'm playing with other people. But even then, I only really want to do like one run, and then stop playing. Wait, isn't it? Does this count as a roguelike? Because if so, then I guess that's another roguelike that I've played then. I remember Paladins back before I was too poor to get Overwatch. Back when I just got the laptop, I think. Maybe this was even before I even got my gaming laptop. Maybe I played it on the shitty laptop too. I do have Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, and I never played it. You know, a funny story is I actually had it in a Humble Bundle because I had the monthly game thing activated, even though I thought I canceled it, but apparently I didn't. So like for like a whole like 3 or 4 more months, I was getting games that I didn't really care about and I was paying for it. But it was fine. I was making money back then. But so I got a whole bunch of games that I never touched, and I still never even looked at the keys or opened the keys for on my Humble Bundle. And Metal Gear Rising Revengeance was one of them. And Johnny and I were going through our keys, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we were like seeing if we wanted any games on each other's key list." And he saw Metal Gear Rising. I was like, "Oh, you gonna play that?" I was like, "Oh, probably not. I don't know." And then so I just gave him it. And then like a couple months later, I was like, I saw a gameplay of it, or like I saw like a little tiny bit of what it looks like. I was like, "Oh, I probably kind of want to play that." And then so I went. There was a sale randomly, and I bought it. So instead of just using that key that I had, that I gave to Johnny, I just bought it myself. And I still haven't played it anyway, even though I bought it. Now I don't sound sexy anymore. I'm just looking at my my library because I don't have that many games, but I do have a good amount. Let me count them. Oh no, I don't have to count them. This at the top. I have 87 games. Well, I haven't touched like a lot of them actually. Let me just go from top to bottom. 7 days. Yeah, I said that before. I have 74 hours in it, but most of those is like solo. As I said, when we played a little bit with the guys, and then they stopped playing, and I just played on my own. Apex, I have 458 hours on Steam. On only on Steam though. I think I have like 600, like over 600 on Origin when I was on Origin. So that means I have roughly like 1100 hours um on Apex, and I'm still garbage. But as I said, when I get an heirloom, I will try to learn the game. Not that I haven't learned the game, but it's like I would try to actually improve. Ark Survival Evolved. I got the game when it was like $5. It doesn't come with the DLCs, so I don't have the DLCs. But I have 82 hours on that. I never played on any servers. I only played solo, and it is hard as heck, man. Like I cannot play it without like enabling like cheat mode or like creative mode, I guess. Like making kibble is like the hardest thing ever. It's like it takes so much time and everything and effort, and like at the beginning everything kills you unless like you get like a whole army of delos. Like you need at least like 10 delos with you at all times if you want to survive the early game. Because like you've run into a small raptor horde, and then your run is over. But or it's like you get unlucky and a random Carno just spawns right next to you. That's always fun. But my favorite dinosaur is the Spinosaurus. Or in that game at least, it's the Spinosaurus. Maybe even just dinosaurs in general. Maybe the Spinosaurus is my favorite too. Yeah, maybe. I think I did have a robot version. I don't know what it's called. but like the robot version, the colorful ones. Bayonetta, I have 2 hours in. I never beat the game. I'm not even close. I'm like basically at the beginning, and I've re-downloaded it so many times and tried to play it so many times, and I never did it. Maybe I'll do that on stream. Black Desert, 20 minutes in. I actually tried playing it on the laptop because that was when I got it, and my laptop should have been able to run it, but whenever I launched it, it would just like crash. So I just never played it. And I only got it because Johnny wanted to play a game or a new game that we weren't playing already. So that's why I got it, and it just didn't work out. So we didn't play it. Blades of Time, I never installed it. I never played it, but this was when I was like a year, maybe even like 2 years ago, when I was just looking for games, like single player games to like play on my own, because I don't play single player games at all. Like the only one I ever really play, like pretty much my first one, is Nier Automata, and Nier Automata was just such a masterpiece that it was like it made every other game like pale in comparison. Like the very next game that I actually enjoyed was Code Vein. A single player game that I enjoyed was Code Vein, and the thing that really kept me in Code Vein was like, yeah, I like the story, but like the anime and like the easier Dark Souls, it just made it more my level. I did play Sekiro, but then I enjoyed it as a game, but it was not really my cup of tea. Like I didn't think it was hard, but it was not like what I would normally like really enjoy. I'd say I enjoyed Code Vein more than I enjoyed Sekiro. Because there's no anime waifu in Sekiro. But there's nothing to get me to stay and play the game. Even though I did stay and play the game anyway. And that's another thing. People say that Dark Souls 3 or Dark Souls is harder or easier than Sekiro. That bro Sekiro, I can't even play Dark Souls. I beat Sekiro. But yeah, I actually had this conversation with Johnny when we were playing Phasmo like the other day. He said the reason why people suck at Sekiro is because they all come from Dark Souls, and they just like in Dark Souls you just roll around all the time and like get iframes and stuff like that. But in Sekiro you don't get that, so like they're just too used to like dodging instead of like parrying or something like that, so then they just get hit and die. Which, honestly, it makes sense, but it's like just learn a new mechanic. Sekiro is not even that much like Dark Souls anyway. It's way more faster movement. There's no stamina. Like, it shouldn't be that big a difference. Like, for the most part, I beat everything within 4 tries. Which, I don't know if you think that's good or not. I think that's good. Like, in Dark Souls, in the tutorial, I died a couple times to the skeletons. I died to the freaking roly gem monster lizard. But because the movement is so slow, the dodge is kind of weird, rolling is weird, blocking is weird, and I'm just not used to not being able to animation cancel or like react fast or react in real time. Or I just don't have the patience. Like Dark Souls, I feel you just need patience and like just knowing and waiting for what is gonna happen next. Where in Sekiro, you can just like keep your distance, wait for them to close the gap, counter it or like dodge it, and then just smack them a couple times and then repeat. Or just parry until you exhaust them. But Sekiro is just like you just parry. Like the only things that really gave me trouble, I think I talked about this, was I guess the underwater headless dudes, and the bull kind of gave me trouble, but it was just like a learning curve. And then the final boss, or like that old dude, the sword god, basically, that one's just the hardest boss. So of course And then which I cheesed that. I said this before. I cheesed that boss. I used the umbrella cheese. So I didn't really officially beat him, but I beat him nonetheless. And I cheesed the fire demon at the end. So the two last boss, I cheesed them, but whatever. I beat the game. Other than that, everything else was not too hard. So I don't, unless you're just saying Sekiro as a whole is just harder because of those last two bosses, but I don't think so. But that was my rant on Sekiro. My brain is starting to die out. It's getting close to when I usually fall asleep. So my energy and my brain power is really losing. Really losing it. My sanity is just slowly running down. There's a U-ray draining my sanity as we speak. Let's keep going down the list of the games. Borderlands. I have all the Borderlands actually. I had the prequel, Borderlands 2, and Borderlands 3, and I never beat any of them. I have 14 hours in Borderlands 2, 0 hours. I never even installed Borderlands prequel. I think I have an okay amount of hours, maybe like 16 hours in 3, but I never beat it, of course. It's kind of one of those things where I just don't. There's no anime waifu to keep me looking at the game, and then like the guys always say, like Johnny always says, like, oh, I'll play with you, and then we play. He plays with me. We get through a good amount, and like it's one of those games where I just don't want to play for too long. Like I'll play for like an hour or two, and then I just want to go play something else, or like just stop playing. But then like when he wants to play, he just plays it, and then he'll like make a whole new character and play with me. And then after that, when we finish, I'll get off, and then he would just continue playing, and then beat the game and clear the whole game again on that new character, and then he's done playing because he already beat it on his own. And then now there's no point in me playing because he was supposed to help me throughout the whole thing. Even though I probably don't need the help, but it's like it makes the game more fun. So that was kind of, it's just one of those games where it seems like I could play it, but then it's just not. I just don't. Posters that like anime, like I think this is like a 2D fighter. Actually, let me click on it. What does it look like? I played it, but I forgot what it looked like. Ah, loud. Okay, it is playing through this. Okay, nope. Code Vein, Counter-Strike. I have 31 hours in this game. I remember I used to play with the old like high school boys, or like Andre and his friends. And I liked it. I was not like really good at it, but I do like flicking. I enjoyed it. I never spent any money in the game, and I always wanted to. I never got any good skins, but it was fun. Cry of Fear. I did not. I only got this game because Johnny wanted to play something new on stream. But then it turned out that it was like really buggy and like solo-ish, so we didn't. Cyber Dimension, Neptunia 4, Goddesses Online. I got 37 minutes in this game. Dark Souls 3. I have 70. Wait, no, I don't have 75 hours on it. Johnny was playing on my account and he gave me 75 hours on it. And then eventually he got the game on his own account, and now he probably has more hours on his own account. Stay Alive, Real Reincarnation. 31 minutes at the beginning, basically. Dead Frontier 2. I have 0 minutes in that game. Destiny 2. 23 hours in that game. I have no DLCs. Devour. 7.4 hours. Doki Doki Literature Club. 107 hours. The fakest cough of my life. 107 minutes. Not hours. I'm starting to talk boring because I'm speaking out of my ass. I have two. I just excrete poo poo out of 2 holes on my body. 107 minutes. I got to the spooky part. And I said this before, but I got to the spooky part, played a little bit of the next playthrough, closed the game, re-enter the game. It gives me that black and white launch screen, which is spooky and doesn't let you play the game unless you close it. And when you close it, it zooms in on Monica's spooky black and white face, and then it spooked me, and I uninstalled the game. And that was like, I launched the game only 4 times at that point. Dragon's Dogma, Dark Arisen. 94 minutes. It was one of those games where this is one of those solo single player games that I was like, oh, I finished Nier Automata, I want to play another single player game. This one looks okay, maybe I'll play it, and I just didn't play it. Skyrim, 62 hours. Or Elder Scrolls Skyrim. Special Edition, 62 hours. I did play a good bit of that. That was pretty fun. But eventually it just got really repetitive, and when I tried to get back to it, I didn't know what I was doing, so yeah. Eternal Return, 32 minutes. It just felt like easy mode League. I didn't really enjoy it. It just didn't feel weird. I felt like everyone was bots, which probably were, but like you either kill the bots really easy, or like you run into the one person that's the real person and they shit on you. So that's not really fun. Kind of like Fortnite right now. You just kill like the 5 bots that you find, and then the one person that's still playing this game for some reason just shits on you. Fairy Fencer F, 0 hours. I actually have this game also on Switch. I think I have a lot of hours. I think I'm almost done with it on the Switch actually, but I stopped playing it. I don't even touch my Switch at all actually. I haven't touched my Switch in like a year. Final Fantasy XV. I don't know what number that is. Windows Edition. 5.9 hours. This is one of those games that Johnny said that he really is like one of the top 3 best stories. Which I don't know. I've never played any Final Fantasy game. Final Fantasy game besides this one, and I never even beat it. So I don't know. I know it has a good fan base, or a good sized fan base and all that. I just never played it. The Forest, 1.6 hours. Pretty much the only time. I actually posted a edited video of like the stuff that happened when I was playing with the guys, and then we haven't played since then. Gary's Mod, 6.4 hours. We always talk about playing Gmod and Prop Hunt and all that shit, but we never do it. Getting Over it, 54 minutes. I'm just bad at this game. I'm like, it's just one of those games like, why would I play it? I got it because I was like, I see some VTubers playing it, and then I got it. I was not good at it, to be expected, and I was like, why am I doing this to myself? So maybe on the stream in the future I will stream it. Maybe that'll give me the motivation to beat it. Just beat it. Ghost Exorcism Incorporated, Inc. 7.7 hours. I don't really like this game. I feel like it's just jank and weird. But not to hate on the developers or anything. I think it's just too janky to be fun. It's just like, you either just die or nothing. You just die. Like no real good way. You could just like see what the ghost looks like and then just throw everything at it. God Eater 3, 27 hours. I think I beat the game. But it was not really enjoyable. It was just really weird and like not as interactive as I want it to be when it's an action game, or pretty much an action game. Golf with Your Friends, 3.4 hours. I only play this game when Johnny is bored and doesn't want to play any real games, so he's like, golf with your friends, and then we play it for like 30 minutes and then we get off. Gunfire Reborn, 17.7 hours. Yeah, I'd have more hours if Johnny and them wanted to play it, but Hades, I just got this game yesterday, as I said. So I haven't played it yet. It's installed. I will play it maybe next week. Hitman, 68 minutes. I think I got to like the 3rd mission. I think it was like a mansion party, and I just didn't know what to do next. I was just confused. I couldn't beat it, so I just stopped playing. I may have Hitman 2 as well on my Humble Bundle, but I don't remember. Unipop. 19 hours, more hours than I should have. I full cleared that game. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Hyper Dimension Neptunia, Rebirth 1, 5.2 hours. I just wanted to get into the series because I thought it'd be good, and it is good, but it's just like, it's just hard to keep playing. But so yeah, I think I have like the whole like big bundle that I bought off of Humble Bundle or something like that. So I have like most of the main games, but the only one I have on Steam that's connected to my Steam is this one, the Rebirth one. If My Heart Had Wings, I got this game because I wanted to get into like not visual novels, but I just never did. I never played it. Does this game even cost money? Or is it free? Did I buy it? Does cost money, and I bought it. I spent money on a visual novel I never played. Just Cause 3. I think I got this from a Humble Bundle as well, and I have 0 hours on it. I never even opened it. Left 4 Dead, I have 0 hours on that. Left 4 Dead 2, I have 9.9 hours. That was fun. That was back when my other cousins used to play with us. This was like many years ago. They don't play with us now. They have lives, unlike me. Lost Ark, 2.8 hours. I only played like that one first time that I touched it. I never touched it again. Maple Story. Ooh, Maple Story. Hell yeah. Maple Story was the shit when I was growing up. It's still the shit, but I just don't have it installed. Again, my highest level that I've got is a level like 202, I think, Dawn Warrior. I believe when I talked with an acquaintance, I guess, one of Johnny's cousin's friend. He was playing Maple Story, and he said that they're bringing back the old Dawn Warriors ability. So maybe I'll reinstall it and check that out. See if the Dawn Warriors old moves are back in. Because the reason why I made my 200 character, the reason why I made another 200, another Dawn Warrior was because I loved the Dawn Warrior back in the day. But then when I made it and I was leveling up, I realized the moves kind of suck. Actually, for like a lot of the characters, the moves are kind of not as cool for the most part. Like all the super big like explosion, blow up the whole map abilities are not as cool looking as they used to be like 15 years ago. But if they did indeed revert a lot of the skills, especially on the Dawn Warrior, then I'll definitely want to check that out. I went to my missed messages. 1 minute. I downloaded this game? What? Or no. When did I get 1 minute in? Last played September 9th or September 3rd, 2019. I don't remember ever opening up the game. Is this a visual novel? I think it's like a visual novel. Yeah, visual novel. Oh, it's free to play. What the hell? Well, I 1 minute in, so I don't know the game. Monster Hunter World, 143 hours. I think right now I'm on the Iceborne, like the Hunt Volcana. I don't know if you actually managed to kill it yet, but I'm on the hunt for it at least. So, and Monster Hunter World or Monster Hunter in general is like the one game where that actually tilts me. Like I'm a League player. I play League of Legends, and even I don't really get tilted in League. Monster Hunter gets me tilted. I love getting stunned and then getting unstunned and then getting stunned immediately and then standing up and getting hit immediately. Like, oh, I love it. I was like, oh, just get good, Borgar. Fight. Nah, dude, nah. Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm for 50 minutes. I wanted to beat the game, but I just didn't. Like I always start playing games, or I either get the game and never play it, or I start playing it and don't even get close to beating it. I did have a Ultimate Ninja Storm game on the PS3, but I forgot which one it is. It's one of the earlier ones. It's the one with where Orochimaru, Tsunade, and Jiraiya fight, or the three-way fight. Like during the first Naruto season, or pre-Shippuden. Replicant, Automata, I already said. I haven't played Replicant, but I played the PS3 version. I have... How much hours do I have in Automata? 92 hours. And that's while playing it twice, or beating the game twice. On the second playthrough, I full cleared it. I have pretty much everything. The only thing, as I said before, was that I couldn't upgrade Pod B, I think. It's because you need to kill like a certain robot, or like 3 times. And I think there was a bug that doesn't explode it. Like you beat it, and usually the robots explode when you defeat them. But I think it bugged and didn't explode, and that's why I wasn't able to pick up the item. So it wouldn't spawn anymore because it only spawns during that time of the game. So yeah, that's fun. But it's fine. I beat the game. I full cleared it in every other way. I think I even caught all the fish too. Yeah, Automata is amazing. If you, as I always say when I talk about Automata, play it. If you just play it, you're doing yourself a favor if you play it. I know Johnny doesn't play it because I think his friend actually bought him Automata, like for his birthday or something. And then he played it, and he didn't like how like at the beginning you play like top down, and then like you also play with like a ship, so you're like flying around in 2D, and he didn't like that. But then I was like saying like that's not the entirety of the game. Well, the most of the game you're like hacking and slashing, and then I was explaining that to them, and he's like, nah, he was still turned off by the fact that you play in like those 2D like spaceships, or like top down and stuff like that. It's like that doesn't really take away from the game, and you don't really play the game for the action and stuff like that, but then what you stay for is the story. And I was explaining that to him. He's like, he just didn't care to play it or get it again. So he actually refunded the game that his friend got him. But he did say that he wanted to play Replicant, and he was gonna play that on his buddy's account when his buddy's not playing. But so maybe he'll play Replicant, and then when he plays Replicant and he finishes it, maybe he'll want to play Automata. So who knows? No More Room in Hell. I have 3.9 hours in it, and I don't remember playing this game. I think one of the cousins that I said I played with back in the day wanted us to play this, and that's why we got it, because we were playing Left 4 Dead 2, and he wanted something else. Overcooked 1. I think Andre bought me this game because he wanted to play Overcooked, and I don't really like these kind of like working simulation games like Power Wash and like Overcooked and all that stuff, because yeah, I can get why it's fun, but it's like if it's like working stuff, like doing work shit, I just feel like it's like sport games. It's like, why would I play or watch sports, or like play a sports game or watch sports when I'd just rather do it myself? Like, it's kind of different with Power Wash and Overcooked, because I wouldn't cook and I wouldn't go wash like cars and stuff like that, but it's like kind of the same mentality. Paladins, I said I have 56 minutes, but I swear I played more of it. Half of Exile, 27 hours. Johnny and his buddy H are playing this a lot, like pretty much every day, or at least Johnny is. And when Johnny plays a game, he just plays it like every single day and doesn't talk to anyone. Sometimes. Or sometimes he just doesn't talk to anyone because he's just playing a game and doesn't want to be bothered by anyone. Phantasy Star Online 2, New Genesis. I only got this game because my buddy Lucky, or I guess I'll just say his actual Yushia. His nickname's Lucky though, so maybe I'll just call him Lucky on stream. He was playing this because he didn't have anything better to play, and he was like, "Hey, just play this with me." So I got it, and we did. I did the beginning, and that was it. And I didn't. We never even played together. Phasmophobia, 259 hours. You already know about that. Phoenix Dynasty 2. I don't know why I have this game. I have 2 minutes in the game. Maybe I thought it looked good. Realm Royale, 2 hours. I felt like Realm Royale should have done better than it did, but I think it just got completely overshadowed by Fortnite. So I liked Realm Royale. I think the gameplay was actually a good amount more fun than Fortnite at the time. It was just like easier too. You weren't getting like completely rolled over by a pro mashing their buttons, building like 10 towers, 10 skyscrapers in 2 seconds. But I enjoyed Realm Royale. 2 hours in it. If like even when the game was still new, it was still hard to find like a lobby. So like if that wasn't a problem, I probably would have played a lot more of it. Remnant from the Ashes, 24 hours. I only got this game because Johnny and H were playing this. So I was like, oh, that kind of looks fun. Maybe I'll just get it. So I just bought it anyway. Resonance of Fate, End of Eternity, 4K HD edition. This is again one of those games that I was looking for single player games. This one looks like a decently fun, story rich, like games that are not comparable, like similar to Automata, like good action, good story. Even if it's not good action, like just action and story and good looking characters. That was what I was looking for, and that's why I got this. And I have 0 hours in it. I think I installed it a couple times, but I never opened it. Risk of Rain 2, 29 hours. Rust, 4.8 hours. I wish I never bought this game. I played it for like 3 hours. No, I played it for like 2 hours. And then I tried to install it on it, or I tried to refund it, and I didn't get the refund. So fuck me, right? $20 or more spent wasted on that game. Sekiro, 44 hours. Actually, that's a lot of hours. Senran Kagura Estival versus 46 minutes. Shadow Warrior 2, I never installed that game. Cell Shock Live, 6.5 hours. This is one of the games that I want to play on stream, but I think the only other person that has the game is Andre. And again, it's hard scheduling with Andre because sometimes he's only up in the early morning after he gets off work, and like he doesn't want to. I don't want to take away his time of like, what if he comes home and he wants to play a different game? Like right now, he's just only playing Elden Ring, and Destiny 2. So I don't want to bother him and be like, hey, play this game with me, while he wants to play during his free time, play a different game just to play with me. Smite, 2 hours. I never got into the game. I never knew how to play it. I don't watch anyone play it, so I don't know anything about that. Soul Worker, 11 hours. I talked about that already. Splitgate, 2 hours. I only got this game because it kind of looked like Halo, and Johnny really loves this Halo. He played a shit ton of it, like the Halo games back in the day on the Xbox, so he knows all the stuff about Halo. And he was like so excited for that PC Halo that came out, or like whatever one that came out not that long ago. And he didn't really even play it that much, so I guess it didn't do as well as he wanted it, or it just didn't have the features that he wanted. So yeah, Stardew Valley, 24 hours. All I did was fish. Like any game that lets you fish, that's all I do. But the fishing mechanic's really hard. Like, I wish they made it easier. But, that's whatever. Tales of Rise. I said I'm gonna play that next time, maybe. Oh yeah, again, I have all the Tales, or I have the four main Tales games. Symphonia, Vesperia, Berseria, and Arise. So I have all of those games, but I haven't played a single one. I have 38 minutes on Berseria, so pretty much the beginning, and I haven't touched it since. So, and I'm pretty sure I read that none of the games really are sequels or prequels to each other. They're just like kind of the same universe. So you can kind of play any of them or star on any of them. So that'll be fun. I'll just play all of them eventually, maybe. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege, 22 hours. I suck at this game. I'm one of those people that I play it like I play Call of Duty. I just want to run in. So it's just not my type of game. I don't have the patience, and I feel like the only way to play it is how you play Warzone. You just sit in a corner or sit at the top of the stairs and aim down sight and wait until someone comes in. That's so boring. Why? It's like, oh, you're just not good enough. You're not strategizing. I'm like, yeah, but every time I die, I literally die just because someone's just holding at a line of sight for like 7 hours. That's boring. I don't want to do that. Ultimate Chicken Horse, 2.4 hours. I swear I had more hours in this game, but I guess not. I think I only played it with Johnny and like no one else. It is not as much fun when you only have 2 people. Unturned, 7 hours. I think Andre and like his brother-in-law and like his cousin were playing this, so I just joined to play with them for a little bit. I never really learned how to play the game, but it was kind of fun when we were playing it. But it was on their server, so when they stopped, it's not really much for me to do. Vindictus, 3.8 hours. How do I only have 3.8 hours? I swear I have like at least 10 hours or more. Maybe it was a different launcher? I don't know. Wagamama High Spec. Does this game cost money too? Did I buy this? Yeah, 40 bucks? What? Why did I spend that much on a game a visual novel I never played? 0 hours in this game. Is she? Oh, that's just okay. She's skin colored clothes. Okay, never mind. I thought she was just wearing an apron. But 0 minutes in this game. I never even installed it. Visual novel that cost 40 bucks that I never played that I probably bought like 4 years ago. That's fun. Warframe, 40 hours. I played it a while ago for a good amount, but then after that I stopped. This is one of the games that Johnny just no brain plays for hours and hours, days and days, weeks and weeks, years and years. Which is weird, because like he plays Destiny 2 and then he goes to Warframe and then he goes to like that game that came out a couple months ago that was very similar to Destiny 2. And I think they didn't even play it that much. Now he's still on Warframe again. So I'm like, how do you play these space grindy games, like space setting grindy games all the time, all together almost at the same time, not get bored? Yakuza 0. I wanted to get into the Yakuza game. I never played any of them, but I have it and I never played it still. Yeah, that's all my games, or my safe for work games, besides that one that starts with H and ends with Pop. But I didn't even mean to start talking about my games, but I opened up Steam anyway. So might as well, right? That was a boring rant too. I was getting bored reading that. What else do I have anything else to talk about? My monster's like a little over a quarter left. I guess that's everything I want to talk about. Maybe I'll put a timestamp to so that you can like skip not watching or not listen to me rant about all my stuff on my Steam games. But other than that, pretty much what I want to talk about. I will probably not. I'll stream a slightly less for the next week and a half, 2 weeks maybe. It still means like 3 or 4 streams a week, but that's still enough, really. Like, right? I said I was gonna look back, but I'm still not gonna do it. I think I'm streaming like 4 to 6 times a week. Which is more than enough. I still got like over 2 hours before I have to go send my sister. Actually, it's like still 3 hours. I think I sent her at like 7:20. So yeah, 3 hours and like 9 minutes. I do have stuff that I have to do, like after I end stream, but it's like I don't have to finish it yet, or I don't have to work on it yet. But it will be good to like go over it, see what I have to do, see exactly what I want to change, what I want to do with it, and then yeah. Why? Ooh, I love that. I love me some stinky orca. Again, I should watch more of her streams, but I don't because I don't have time. I don't really watch streams. I watch like some collabs, and then that's mostly it. Collabs from just many different VTubers. Solo streams are kind of hard to watch anyway, for like the whole duration. I usually just pop in like 10 minutes, maybe if I don't have anything else to watch, which is never, because I always have I mentioned this before. I have a whole playlist of, it's called Watch Later Streams, which I guess you can tell what is in that playlist. Streams that I missed or I'm gonna watch later. And there's over 100 streams still in that playlist, so, and almost all the streams are over an hour, so that's over 100 hours of streams that I have to watch. So that's fun, and that's assuming all the streams are only 1 hour. But yeah, I do enjoy going back and watching my streams. Like for the most part, I don't watch the whole thing. Like maybe I'll skip around, but so far it's mostly enjoyable. I think I'm just not as boring as I think I am, and definitely I'm not as entertaining as I want to be. But that's again, I'm just working for it. I'm working on it. That's what this is for, so I can get better at it. Like, I don't know how far I'll be able to improve, but that's just you just gotta keep practicing until you get good, I guess. Get good, mate. Poggers. Am I pogging? Not yet, but I will be. Like, I even have note cards of like funny shit to say. Like, I just can't be funny. I am unable to can at being funny. But yeah, bonk. Eye lip eye emoji. Rapidly losing sanity, or brain cells, or both. Yeah, I'm just rambling around about random bullshit now. Oh yeah, about Apex again, because I can never stop talking about Apex. Apex is good. Apex is fun. I have no one to play with. If you saw earlier stream, or my last Apex stream, almost every single time, I'm pretty sure every single time I died in the rank game was against a Smurf. And that's always fun. I guess once you hit Silver 1, everyone's a Smurf. I didn't have that problem before. Or, yeah, if you looked at my previous streams before that stream, everyone was pretty much where they should be at. Actual silver players. But now everyone's like level 30 or below with like 100 kills. Like, Oh, that's very sus. You must be pro if you're this good. And you're only like level 30. But yeah, I hate Smurfs, man. Smurfs need to stop, man. Especially in League of Legends, bro. Like, I hate Smurfs. I oh, I main top lane, right? And top lane is where all the Smurfs go. Like, if they're not mid lane, they're Smurfing on top lane. And like, I just, well, how am I supposed to beat you if you're like diamond playing in silver elo, bro? Like, I want to shit on some silver elo scrubs. I don't want to fight some smurfing diamond player. Like, huh, that's very sus of you to have like 100k on Garen, 100k mastery points on Garen, and you're only like level 50 in my rank game. Like, you are better than this rank at this current rank, and you choose to pick an easy play champion, and you're not fun. At least pick a hard to play champion if you're gonna be shitting on people that are worse than you. But that's just so again, I don't have fun playing the same champions over and over. Like, my overall mastery points are pretty spread out. Like, I don't play every single champion, but I play like a good portion of them, and I don't play any champion back to back. So like, if I play, I don't know, like Jax top, if I'm top again, I won't play Jax again. Even if I get a really good game or a really bad game with Jax, I won't play it again. I just don't do that. Like, the only way I'll ever play the same champion again, maybe, is if I'm playing rank and like my only option is to play that champion again. Like, I got counter pick, or like my champions I was gonna play was banned, and like the only good pick that I can play is that champion again. But I hate playing the same champion again. It's so boring. Why are you playing this game? Just play one champion. That's so boring. Or at least to me, it's boring. And I don't sound sexy anymore. That's great. One of the video ideas that I'm just gonna say it now, because I'll probably post it in like the next couple days anyway. But one of those short videos I want to make is how I want to sound on stream, and it'll be like that video I played earlier of me doing my test audio, like that deep, sexy, clear voice, and then it'll be like versus how I actually sound on stream, which is like how I'm talking right now. Wow, yeah. No English. Me no speak. But yeah, that's probably what I'm probably gonna be like how I want to sound on stream. Well, hello there. Come here often. Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. Okay, not with that laugh, of course. That's not sexy at all. Maybe I will add that. I don't know. Maybe that's funny. But why did I add that laugh anyway? I should probably go to sleep, but I don't want to. And then I'll cut to how I actually sound on stream, and then I'll do like the me no speak English. Yes, very nice. Oh, hello. Why are you running, please? I just had the weirdest Asian accent. Okay, no offense. That just an Asian accent that is not generally appealing. Yeah, that's pretty much, because when I was laying in my bed, as I said earlier, that was the idea that came to my head, or the general idea I already had in mind, but the words, like that, wow, do you come here often, or stuff like that, like the hitting, the hitting on you and flirting, and the scenario, I guess, wasn't in my head until like earlier, when I was brainstorming, or just not being able to sleep and being in maximum overdrive. Ooh, I think it's coming back. I'm able to like talk. Maybe I won't end stream. Maybe this will be my longest. Actually, it's already my longest talking stream. I will probably still put the timestamps to skip through me talking about my Steam games, but because that's boring. I was just listing them off and like telling the hours on it. So like, if you're here now, that's what I did. Don't listen to that. That was boring. Just skip it. Hit the timestamps in the description. But I will add that afterwards. And I did edit a video yesterday. It's about like, I think it was like 12 minutes or 8 minutes, something like that. It was like 2 hours worth of League gameplay of AR Earth with the boys. And I edited it down, and I think it's one of my more funnier edits. I actually put in like some actual clips in it, like some funny things. So I think it's one of my better edits. And I had it scheduled for like a month from now, but I think I'm just gonna after the stream I'll just make it public. Because it's like Earth just left, so it's like it doesn't make sense to like post it a month later after Earth already left. So I recommend watching it. It's not amazing content, but it's enjoyable content at the very least. Again, if you're open-minded and have free time to spare, I think you should check it out. Actually, I'd say that for like most of my content. I know my content is like a lot of my highlights, even, yeah, I call them highlights, but like a lot of them are kind of hit or miss. Like even I think some of them are really boring, even with the edits I add in, even though I don't put in that good edits. It doesn't really make it that much better, but it's like sometimes I feel like I just have to edit something, and like this is the best one I see in my collection of clips that I haven't used, so I'll just use it for now. But just overall, I want quantity over quality at this point, because I just want to keep practicing, which is, I think, a good mindset for right now, especially since I am like a 3 sub nobody, so it's fine. It works out for me. But yeah, I know some of them, even the better ones, the better highlights are still not like amazing, but they're, even to someone that doesn't really care about what I have to offer, it should be like mildly entertaining. Oh, hiccups. I need to drink water. Oh. That's another thing. Whenever I get hiccups from eating, I have like really bad hiccups. It started like, I think when I was like 16 or something. After that, I was just getting like really bad hiccups. Like when I get hiccups from like eating, it's really bad. Like it hurts my chest. Like it's painful hiccups, like borderline painful hiccups, and I don't know what's up with that. I didn't have that before, but then now when I do, it's like usually it used to like go away. Hiccups used to just go away by itself over time, but now I'm like, my hiccups would just stay for like 25-30 minutes unless I purposely try to get rid of it, and I hate it. But thankfully I haven't had hiccups in a really long time. That's nice. So that's nice. So how's your day going? I should have said this at the beginning, but you know, my brain not good. My brain is as smooth as my booty, actually. Which is not very that smooth, actually, because I mean, oh, never mind, my booty kind of smooth. So yeah, pretty smooth. Smooth like these lines right here. Like, oh, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. I just used that one, but I'm gonna use it again because let's Google pick up lines. 101 cheesy pup cute pickup lines. I hope you know CPR, because you just took my breath away. I didn't know what I wanted in a woman until I saw you. Funny pickup lines. Ooh, I'd like to take you to the movies, but they don't let you bring in your own snacks. You know what you would really look beautiful in? My arms. Oh man. Cheesy pickup lines. Your hand looks heavy. Can I hold it for you? Your hand looks heavy. Oh, can I hold it for you? Oh gosh, if you were a fruit, you'd be a fine apple. Oh. Man, my goofy impression is really bad today. Holy shit. Oh sheesh. Cute pickup lines for girls. Kiss me if I'm wrong, but dinosaurs still exist, right? Why is that one for girls? Guys can use that too. I just used it. Kiss myself. Kiss my fat self. Not that fat makes you bad, but not that I'm that fat either. I'm not saying I'm pretty okay fit. Not fit, but okay. I am at a good weight. Good weight. Okay, this website is hurting my eyes. It's too bright. I did message Ashley about Would You Rather website and will you press it? Will you press the button? And I did figure out how to crop it for the OBS. The OBS, not OBS. Holy shit, I'm a boomer. I'm streaming on the internet. I am doing the streaming on the internet. But yeah, I figured that out, and so I will more than likely stream maybe on I guess tomorrow, Saturday. Like they're probably gonna play Destiny 2 anyway, so I'll probably join their call and eventually leave and then do that. Ashley said she's gonna go out with her sister, so she probably won't be able to play with me. And I said I wanted her to be on stream with me so that I'd have like a second opinion and someone to talk to while playing like Would You Rather? Because like I think my opinion is not the best opinion. I don't think I am the average person, or my opinion is the average. Not that I want to be like to fit in, but I think it'd be nice to have like a more just a second opinion on that kind of thing, and it's just funnier. And as I said, I like to interact with people, so I definitely want someone to play with. But if she really doesn't have time, maybe I'll still stream it anyway. At the very least, stream Would You Rather. But we will see. And I said, but damn it, damn it. But why'd I sing that? Why am I scrolling through Instagram? I think I was looking. I was scrolling through Instagram. I opened up Instagram to see if Ashley messaged me back, but she didn't. She hates me. She actually works today or later today, so she definitely won't answer me. Six minutes to 2 hours. Can I make it to 2 hours? Let's keep talking. Talk about some random shit. What else is there to talk about? I said I don't want to sleep until like 10 a.m. It's like another 5.5 hours. Oh yeah, I started watching this anime called Hero's Return. I think I'm on like episode 3 right now. It's a Chinese anime, which I think a lot of Chinese anime are like hit or miss because I feel like the voice acting is just like really off-putting. It's like a lot of Chinese anime always try to like have like a really serious like setting or like story, or like the world is like ending, or like this people are dying and stuff like that, and then they'll just put it in a gag or like something like that out of nowhere. I'm like, what is it? Isn't there like a whole group about to die? Why are you like putting this stupid gag in? Well, I guess that's just like the humor they like, so I don't know. But so yeah, the hero return is decent. It's uh, for for its genre of like the main character being like OP and like hero society. I think it's doing pretty well for itself, or it's setting itself up pretty well. I watched The King's Avatar. I really like that one, but I, I'm pretty sure a lot of people say the same thing. So yeah, that's not really a special opinion. Um, I didn't like season 2 because they changed how it looked, and I liked the old look way more. I liked what it was doing, and I saw the live action, and it was just weird. I don't like live action, but I think a lot of people have that same opinion. Or that same opinion. Let me speak with my deep, sexy voice again. My deep. Yeehaw! But yeah, I'm watching that. There's actually, I did have a phase where I was just trying to find as many good Chinese anime as I could. I was watching one of the ones that that's like still ongoing and like a longer series is Dolu Dalu, I think. It's like Soul King or something like that. But it was one of those like kind of 3D anime, and like all the characters are like 13, but they look like older teenagers. So and they're very beautiful looking. Oh, yes, I won't go any further. But I enjoyed that. I watched it until like around like levels, not level, episode like 70 or something like that. I think they just finished like the tournament arc, and that was fun. The thing I don't like about like a lot of Chinese anime is like they all do this the leveling trope, which is fine. That's like I guess they're the thing they want to focus on, but then it's kind of like power levels, but then they always mess up the power levels because like the main character will like be OP and then like be like level 15 and then fight against a guy that's like level 50 and then like use his secret OP like main protagonist powers to like pull a fast one or like easily defeat that level 50 dude, and then like next episode later they'll like fight their classmate who's like one level above them, so like level 16, and then they'll get shit on by that level 16 dude. It's like, where's the consistency? What? Where are your main protagonist powers? I mean, where are your main protagonist powers? And I get like that's not the only animes that or only type of animes that does that, but I feel like because a lot of Chinese anime use like the leveling system or like the spiritual like just I guess just leveling system, it's just weird because it's never consistent with because like you can't have the main character be put against all these super strong high level people and not have them beat them. But it's like then you also have to give reason to say why they would lose to, there's like really no good reason why they'd lose to anyone else who are weaker than said bad guys. But yeah, that was it's I I'm I really do like how Chinese anime, they always have like really good animation, and they always put extra effort into like their female characters, even like the female characters that would never be seen again. Like in Hero's Return, I was watching it earlier, right? So first episode in, there's like a little concert on the street, and like even all the random like girls that are fangirling over the concert guys or like the band, even all those like background, like you'll never see them again, they have like one line, even they were drawn like really pretty and really cute. It's like, damn, like a lot of Japanese anime, like maybe they'll make like one girl stand out, but then they'll be like more relevant to the story and will be seen again, but then everyone else will just be like generic looking. But yeah, I really like that. But I keep saying but and so stop it. Oh, 2 hours, baby. I'm a new record. Is this my longest stream? That's nice. And my monster's almost done. Uh, like a little less than 10% of the can. But, yeah, Chinese anime. As long as there's not too much like weird gags out of nowhere, um, and like the voice acting isn't like way over the top, because that goes along with like weird gags out of nowhere. They're usually pretty good. I did say I had that phase where I just kept looking for a Chinese anime to watch, because they were the shit at the time. At that phase when I was watching them. But right now, like I'm really tempted to start watching the anime that are still airing right now, like Attack on Titan, and then My Dress Up Darling. But they're on episode 9 or 8, and like I said this before, I want to wait until they finish because I don't want to watch it all at one go, because I hate cliffhangers. I hate not being able to finish what I'm watching. Ugh. But yeah, I'm really tempted to start watching them, even though they're not finished yet. The only ones I'm watching right now, or keeping up to date, is One Piece, but that one's been running. Lidale no Daiichi Nite? No, I don't know. I think Land of Lidale. I think that's the English. And Kakumon no Saikyo Kenja, the stage with the weakest crest, I think. Which I think is, I said this, I told what I thought about it before. I think it's like really weird how they keep taking or something I don't like about it is they keep taking like something seriously and some things not seriously, and I don't like that. Like he's already OP, and he's like already granted all these privileges, but then he still has to abide by like the school rules. Like, bro, this guy pretty much saved your entire kingdom, and like all you guys would be dead, so he should get like special privileges, but he doesn't. And yeah, there's more, but I don't want to explain it because I already talked about it before. I'm getting angry, Borgar. I'm just like what you see on screen. I've been hearing a lot of good things about Osama ranking, but I haven't watched it yet. Yeah, the Shikamon no Saiko Kenja and Land of Lidale. What else am I watching? That might be it from what I'm watching right now, other than King's Return, or not here. Heroes Return. And I started talking like I usually do instead of the deeper voice. Anime that are coming out in spring. I want to watch Tate no Yusha, or Rise of the Shield, of course. I think a lot of people are waiting for that. I'm surprised it's getting as much hype as it is, because I feel like people didn't really like it, because one, it was isekai, and two, it was like the only thing that was really talked about it was the fact that how much people hated that princess girl. But that's, to be fair, she is supposed to be hated, and I hate her too. But I feel like that was the only reason people watched it, or the only things that came out of people's mouths when they commented on it. So I couldn't tell how much it was liked in the community, or how well it was perceived in the general audience's eyes. That doesn't make sense. 86. I didn't. It's still airing. I watched the first season, but it wasn't really my thing. I don't really like mechas, and I know the story is pretty good, but it was just like still not my thing. I still will watch the second season, but when it finishes. Kaguya-sama. Is this? Oh, third season. Okay, yeah. I I will watch that. I'm not like the hugest fan, but I did enjoy it a lot. Again, as I said, my favorite genre is isekai. So of what I see right now, Tate no Yusha is probably gonna be the one I'll focus on watching. Data Live 4. I am a decently big fan of Data Live, of course, mainly for Kurumi, of course. Why else would you watch it? That's really like the only real character in the show. Because let's be honest, Cheeto is really boring. He doesn't even like really like any of the girls, and all he does is just kind of listen to his sister, kind of. But it's like the only actual character with actual goals, with actual feelings, is Kurumi. Which she's pretty much carrying the show, but I think most people would kind of agree with that anyway. Komi-san, I didn't finish the first season. I think I got like 6 episodes in. But yeah. Kawaii Dake Janai Shikimori-san. I saw like a teaser of it or something, and I want to watch that. As long as it's not like makes the main dude character like way too, like depending on what he sounds like and how he acts, it might be a miss for me. But like if he's like actually somewhat like not like a loser or like cowardly, then I think I'll enjoy it a lot. Like he doesn't have to be like Chad, big muscles, like I am not dense and stuff like that. I don't need that from my main character, but they just have to not be like a loser. But like they can't be more a loser than me at the very least. Like I am college dropout. I have no income, and I'm a Borgar fox. I'm a female Borgar fox on the interwebs. Like how you can't be more loser than me, and if you are, I will not like you as an anime protagonist. Or I cannot perceive you as more of a loser than me, or more cowardly than me. Otherwise, I will not like you. It's kind of like one of the worst main male protagonists that I hated the most is I think it was To Love Ru. I hated the main character in that because he was like he never got over his problem of like the ecchi stuff, which I get it. That's supposed to be the gag. That's supposed to be like the funny part of the series. But it just made me so mad that I was like, so many seasons and you still like even at the end, still the same. Like, oh, bro. Oh yeah. Majikado Mazuko. Mazoku? I don't know. That little demon girl, bro. I watched the first season and I was like so surprised. Like that was so cute, bro. Best female like main protagonist. Okay, best female all cast, female oriented. No, all female cast anime I've ever watched. It was so funny, so cute, and I loved it. I loved every bit of it. It was amazing. I love it. So, the main girl was just so cute. I loved it. It was a pleasant surprise. What else? Yeah, I do see. I did say I do like watching those isekai anime that people always give shit on because they say it has no real plot and it's like the characters is OP and nothing happens. They just get a harem. I like those anime because I think they're just fun to watch. They're just supposed to be like you turn off your brain and watch them. Like that's what it's for. Just to be a fun experience. Main character is cool, gets the girls, is OP, saves everyone. And that's what I like. I just like to sit back and enjoy. But even then, as I said, my favorite animes of all time is Re:Zero and Jobless Reincarnation, and those ones definitely do have actual plot and actual characters in them. So it's not like I'm saying those other like plotless like easy mode isekai are like amazing, but I'm saying they are enjoyable, and I do like them. I actually do have a short list of like my top 10 anime. Let me find it. If I can find it, hopefully. Oh yeah. So I don't have them like really in order. Just know that like my first anime is ReZero, and maybe my second anime is Jobless Reincarnation. Jobless Reincarnation. And honestly, that might be third, but I don't know what I'd put second anyway. So it might be second. Seishun Butayaro. Okay, Rascal. That the Bunny Girl Senpai anime. That one's definitely in top 10. I really liked it. I actually never watched the movie until like late last year. And when I watched it, I was like, holy, this is really good. Or the movie's really good. Even though, well, I rewatched it, and that's when I watched the movie too. So yeah, it's really good. Overlord, another isekai. I love that one too. Definitely top 10. I didn't really like the lizard arc because it was like they took so much time for that. Well, they took too much time for that, but it was world building, so whatever. Mushoku, ReZero, Parasite. Parasite, I really like it. It's one of those animes where like, even if you don't watch anime, this is like probably one of those like story. If you don't mind like the gore and like the murders, then this is one of those animes that I would probably recommend to a non-anime watcher if they like wanted to watch anime, and again didn't mind those things. Um, Also Erased. Yeah, I forgot to put that on the list. Holy, Erased. That's also one, probably top, definitely top 10 actually. Or definitely top 10 actually. Ah, Erased. I really enjoyed it. I like people say like the ending was not that good and like predictable, but even then, I still enjoyed it. Just it did not affect my opinion of it. It's just something with the time travel and like going back and like doing stuff like that. Not Tokyo Revengers though. I know it's very much liked, but I do not like Tokyo Revengers as much as everyone else. Like I'm not gonna give it a bad rating, but not that I give ratings, but I wouldn't say it was like really that enjoyable for me. And now you're gonna dislike the video for the stream. Which is fine. Gives me... That's a fair argument if you don't like my opinion. Yahari Orino say something like that. Yahari Orino. Alright. What is the English? My youth romantic comedy is wrong, as I expected. I really liked all three main characters. Of course, some people might say I only like the anime because the main character has opinions like me, and then you might say, "Oh, I'm edgy because I think I'm cool and have like pessimistic views like him, and I just think I'm as cool as him." Which sure, I guess, but I really liked how, especially like before they like all admitted that they liked each other. I really liked that, like all that stuff. But even after they all admitted or became a love triangle, it was still enjoyable. But yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so that's. I'd say there should be 3 other things, and that could be in front of some of these. Not ReZero though. ReZero is definitely number 1, but those are my top 10. Why do I got the hiccups again? This monsters are... I'm gonna have to brush my teeth after this stream too. Yeah, I'm still going on strong. Or not really. I demonstrated a tiny bit of my voice, my singing voice, but that was... it's hard to sing, man. It's hard to like change pitch while singing or like saying words. Like I don't know how to do it. But I can't put it into a song. It's weird. It's not weird. It's just I can't do it. I'm not trained. I'm self-taught. As I said before, I did not know how that singing was even. Maybe I didn't say this before. I didn't know that singing was a learnable skill or talent. I thought you were born with it. I never, as I said before, I never even spoke like during most of my youth. So, I especially wouldn't know if I could sing. But, I've been learning how to sing for a couple months now. I watched some YouTube videos. They're like, anyone can sing. It's you just gotta practice. And I was like, even me, someone like me, huh? But now I've been practicing. I've been doing vocal exercises pretty much every single day. I do have a rest day, like usually Monday, Tuesday, but this week I didn't take that break because I wasn't really doing that much vocal exercises this whole week anyway. So I didn't take those days off. So that's what that is. I do want to try to do like a song cover. Like I have no songs that I could sing at all, like memorized. Like the closest song that I have memorized is like "Rolling in the Deep" by Adele, and I can't sing that song at all. It sounds really bad, and I'm not gonna sing it. But like that's the only song where I kind of know all the lyrics. And I guess it's just because it was just such an impressive song that is just like you just know the lyrics. And it's in English too, so of course. But I don't really listen to English songs at all. Most of the songs I listened to were Korean and Japanese. And right now it's mostly Japanese, or pretty much all Japanese. I don't listen to Korean songs at all anymore. I kind of stopped watching anything K-pop or Korean like fallish of 2019, I think. So a little bit around the time when I started watching VTubers. And that's why I am I don't even have my PNG up this whole time. Well, it's never too late to open it. How fast are you gonna boot up? Ooh, you booted up fast. Hell yeah. This Via Dude PNG mover, that thing, the program I use to move my PNG is it boots up slow on my laptop, but then sometimes it boots up fast on my PC, and sometimes it boots up like a little slow. But I don't know how that works. Either way, boots up faster. Wow. Oh, that's loud in my ears. But what else? Do I want to talk about anything else? I mean, I still have energy. Damn, it's 5. I started the stream at like 2:30 or something. This definitely my longest. Am I gonna be? I see that a lot of Hades streams are like really long, but I don't know if I can do that too. I still want to test how I can even play games in stream, how I am when I play games in stream, because like my only good point of reference is Apex and Phasmo, but you already see how I play Phasmo. It's like really boring and dead, because when I'm playing with the guys, we're just all like we play it too much, so we know everything. We're not gonna get scared on that, and like no one's really has the energy to like do like impressions and like make it more fun. Only sometimes. But other than that, Apex is the only reference, and I think my Apex is decent, or my Apex streams are somewhat entertaining, as I said before. Entertaining to someone that has free time and is open-minded to smaller streams. Smaller, boring streams. But, yeah. So, with Hades and, like, solo player games, I still need to check on my ability to be entertaining. Or mildly entertaining. Poggers. Maybe I'll just say, Pog, I'm gaming, bro. Bro. Sheesh. What else can I say on that? Yeet. Ada. Okay. I do have this voice line that I recorded. Or when I was testing my audio, I said this. I was like, I guess you are my little pog champ. Come here. I think I maybe said that a couple tea times ago too. I don't know. Do I still have the audio file? Sound recordings. Voice lines no one else needs to hear. Ada. Oh, no, you don't need to hear that. I'm not saying. Oh! I didn't know I said that first. Ada, my little pog. I guess you are my little pog champ. Ooh, man. And the world knows it, or at least the internet knows now. Even though it's named, no one needs to hear it. Or voice lines no one needs to hear. Voice lines no one needs to hear. Ooh la la. I'll never recover from this. I'll never financially recover from this. But yeah. As I said before, I don't consider myself really a PNG tuber, even though I have a PNG and it moves and I stream with it. But I don't have like any like emails to like message me. I don't have like my PayPal or Steam Labs or any of that set up. I'm just doing this for fun to improve. It's just to improve, to get good at skills. You see what my thumbnail looks like. Like that's the best thing I can do at the moment, and that I used a lot of references for that. And the background is free to use. Free to use background. So I didn't even draw it because backgrounds are hard. But again, you kind of need references anyway. It doesn't really matter how good you are. You always need references, unless like you're godly. But I use a lot of references just to get like a single piece of something right. I'll just get a bunch of references. Like every time I look at my Angie Borgar, it looks so fun. Like I didn't add the black pupils because it didn't look right, and it's hard to get like the shape right. So that's why it doesn't have that. But it's cute. I might as well try for 230, right? Longest talking stream of my life. Holy shit. I'm gonna start swearing. Is that content for you? YouTube, you gonna flag me? Okay. Don't. I'm just kidding, YouTube. I'm sorry. That's another thing. I used to not say thank you or sorry or you're welcome at all. I just had too much pride or something. Not that I ever got into situations where I would have to use it. Again, I never really talked to people. The people I did talk to were like my friends, so like we don't really get into that situation where we have to say those words either. Like even saying bless you, I only started doing that because or when I only started doing that when I started playing with Ashley, like after I met Ashley, and like she's Canadian, so she's all nice and polite, and she would say it, so then I was like, okay, I'll just say it back to you when you sneeze, and then now whenever anyone sneezes, I say it. Which is a good thing, I guess, but I just used to not say those things. Not that I was bad mannered. I don't BM. I don't teabag everyone that crosses my path. But I just didn't. I was unable to can when it came to saying those words. Ooh, my monster is like way more than room temperature. But it's done now. I actually drink it through a straw because I don't want it to like touch my front teeth. It's just better if it just tries to go to the back of my throat as soon as possible. Now I'll rinse my mouth with some agua. Some mizu. Mizu nomu. Do I add O? Mizu nomu? I don't know. My Japanese is so bad. I can't even create sentences anymore. I remember how I said I kind of stopped because I was working too much, and I said I was gonna quit. I haven't really done much Japanese studying since like New Year's. So like 3 months, which is really bad. So I really want to learn Japanese, but I have been decently doing well on it this week. Like I'm not doing it as much as I did back in the day when I first started, but I'm getting back into it slowly, so it works out. It's even if I was going as hard as I was back in the day, it's a whole language, so like going hard on it isn't really gonna really improve how fast I learn it anyway. And like you can't really learn it unless you start using it anyway. So anyway, yes. Oh, I'm getting like chest or like lung stuff, like air bubbles, I don't know. But yeah, right now I'm like going through a page or 2 pages a day in Japanese from zero, and I am doing like 1 review from Memrise. I use the free version, and I still go through my my note cards with my. I said this before, but I used to have like over 1,000 note cards on my desk because I was doing so much vocab, and like the amount that I had, like actual vocab that I had was like 900, but I had like over 1,000 note cards just on my desk. And now I moved it to my other desk behind me, and I only have the ones that I'm currently studying on this desk. So every morning or when I wake up and after I brush my teeth, I study the vocab on the note cards, and then before I go to bed, I study it as well, or I review it as well. And that was the only part of Japanese that I've been consistently doing, even when I've been slacking these past couple of months. But even then, the Japanese that I do know is or can use is like pretty minimal, not pretty much none at all right now. Nanimo can't speak can't say anything, can't talk at all. I can barely pronounce English words. How am I supposed to pronounce Japanese? But yeah, okay, that was like some dead silence right there. I was drinking water, and then yeah, that was Japanese. Is starting to get into that. I don't have any really ideas to draw right now. I might draw a couple of things for that video that I'm gonna make that I talked about earlier. Other than that, there's really not too much. There's a couple things I have to record. I am editing some Phasmo, but I'll put that on hold. Yeah, 2:30 or almost 2:30 in like 30 seconds. It'll be 2 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, recap. I'm probably gonna stream a little less for the next week or week and a half. I do want to get back into Hades, or not get back. I want to play Hades for the first time ever. I've never really seen gameplay of it. I may stream Would You Rather tomorrow, Saturday. If not Saturday, then Sunday. Um, then there should be some sort of like video that I talk that video about like the voice I want to use on stream, and then what I versus what I actually sound like stream. I want to have that up by Tuesday at the latest if I can record it, which it shouldn't be too long. It should only be like less than a minute, but I'm gonna have to brainstorm to try to make it funny. Not that it's gonna be that funny even after I brainstorm it, because things just don't turn out the way you do. The more you know. That doesn't make sense. But I added but and to increase the time it takes for me to talk about or think about the next thing I want to say. I have Kuso brain. No misu ga or no misu wa chisai desu. I don't know if that's right, but I can't think. No ga fureru, something like that. I don't know. I can't pronounce. My brain trembles. My brain, it trembles. But what else did I wanna? Is there anything else I want to recap? I don't think so. If there is, I might say it on tomorrow's stream or Sunday stream. But it was good. It was good talk. I said everything that I was thinking about pretty much. Not as articulate as I wanted it to be, but and not in the voice that I wanted to say it in. But it works out. This longest stream I've had on this channel, longest stream ever on anything I streamed on. It was good. Who knew I can stream at 2 a.m. in 2 hours? Yeah, that was kind of a gross laugh. But stop it. Stop. Get some help. I said I wanted to finish Code Vein by the end of like this coming week, but that's definitely not gonna happen now that I'm gonna take a short break from streaming. Not a short break, but just slow down the amount of streams. So that means more than likely, if I do stream, it's gonna be Apex, a talking stream, or Phasma with the boys if they happen to play. Other than that, Would You Rather. But other than that, probably won't stream Code Vein. Yeah, I think that about covers everything. Yeah. I stumbled over my words a lot in the stream. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have enough brain cells to continue functioning after you finish listening to me talk for more than 2 hours. Even I don't know. I wouldn't listen to myself for 2 hours. I wouldn't even listen to myself for like 20 minutes. Actually, I did do that. Never mind. I feel like something I could stream is League, but then it's like League is such a hit or miss because you either get shit on the whole time or like it's just not as fun. It's not fun unless you have people to play with. And that's why I just don't play it, because I only play it when like Ashley plays it, or like the one time Johnny ever wants to play it. But they only play it when or Johnny and the other guys only play it when there's a game mode out, and Andre only plays ARAM or the game mode. Ashley plays, but then she only really plays ARAM now too, and she's always busy. So that's about everything. I said I was gonna wrap it up, but I haven't wrapped it up. But okay, I think I will say bye now. This was good talking. Go watch all my other shit. Go watch my Devour animation. It's not that good, but you should go watch it anyway, because I spent like 4 days doing it. And I drew all the shit on it, so give me at least like 10 views on it, please. Give me those double digits. I need to make more shorts, because that's another thing. My shorts, that one short that I made just popped off. It's like over 160 views, I think, or 150 or something like that. It's a good amount. My most viewed video on my channel. So I guess shorts are really the way to go if you want like people, if you want the view count. Which I don't really need view count because this is for fun, regardless. But it's nice seeing that people enjoy what you put out, because that's what this is all about, right? Content creating content for others, and putting this out in the public so that people can enjoy it. And now I'm starting to get like a big bro Borgar, like that was bad. That wasn't even good. Why did I even say that? Or why did I even do that? Now I was gonna end it, but here I am, still talking, because I'm rambling. I'm not even full of energy. Like, again, Monster doesn't even really give me energy. It just, like, keeps me from falling asleep. Even if I'm tired. I still got 2 hours. Which is plenty of time still to do whatever I want. I definitely won't be able to fall asleep because I suck at falling asleep. Yeah, I think that's a good time. Is it now? Is now or never. If I don't stop, I'll never stop. But yeah, Borgar Fox is out. I was gonna say peace, but that's very much like someone else's outro. So see ya. Wait, I think they might say that too. I will see you guys later. Bye.